starting out with my base already done and clipping back my hair so that y'all can see everything. First, gonna do my eyebrows. I'm using Anastasia's Dipbrow Pomade in medium brown because I left my ebony one in school. Clever girl. And I'm carving out my eyebrows because I want them really sharp, really crisp, really dark, and really arched. Or as arched as they can get lah, because I have really straight brows. And then combing them out again with a spoolie before going in with a matte black shadow, the darkest you can find. You don't have to use the palette that I'm using, but I'm using Smoked by Urban Decay, and just going over the eyebrow to set the pomade as well as to darken it up. I'm also putting a little bit more powder on the edges just so that they don't smear as easily and so I can get like the ombre effect, which is pretty cool. Now I'm going in with concealer. I'm using Maybelline's Mineral Concealer in my exact shade and going above and under the eyebrow before using a brush to kind of clean the edges so that I get an extra strong brow. It's probably a good idea to set your eyebrows with gel, but I didn't do it because I was lazy. I'm using NYX's Jumbo Eye Pencil in Black Bean. This acts as a base for my eyeshadow and you can see me struggling there, which is very typically me. I'm putting on the tape halfway because I forgot, but I recommend you doing it at the start. You put on tape so that your edges are really clean and you can cut a bitch with it. With the tape on, don't be afraid to blend the black bean out. Now using the NYX's Box of Shadows, I'm gonna choose a copper tone color and use it as a base shadow to kind of mask my entire eyelid up to where my crease is and a little over the black bean. And blending it out with a neutral brown so that it's not as harsh. Just a little. You don't want to make it too muddy though. I'm now switching to the e.l.f. 99 Neutral Eyeshadow Palette because they have this particular shade that I want to use. So you can use any other, you don't have to buy this, but I do highly recommend it because I actually really like all the colors here and it's quite affordable. Now using a darker burgundy color, I'm just going to use it to shade my crease and form like a slight shadow. And now using the black, and I'm using a smaller smudge brush and just kind of almost like lining my eyes with it almost. Just going right where the tape is, blending it inwards. And I'm gonna buff it out, buff it out, buff it out, buff it out. Now mixing two colors, one lighter copper shade and the original lid color, and popping it back on the lid of the eye just so I can bring a bit more vibrance to the look. Using a frosty white as a highlight and popping it right on the inner corners as well as underneath the brow bone. Then using a shader brush to kind of blend it out. Okay, it's time to peel off the tape and I'm using a cotton bud to clean up the edges. Blending again because blending is very important. I'm going back to the deepest, darkest black that I have and still going over where the black was and then smoking it out on the edges. I'm going back in with the lighter color that we used for the lid. I think it's like a champagne red. I don't know if that's a color, but I'm popping it right underneath my bottom lashes and then going over the red with a little bit of black that's left over on the brush. Going in with this white liner from NYX and I'm lining my inner waterline and also sneaking a little bit of highlight above my brow. Sneaky. Going in with eyeliner now. You want a really strong wing, so I'm gonna use quite a strong felt tip liner. I'm using Sephora's Doe-Eyed Felt Eyeliner and if I'm not wrong, I think they discontinued it because I can't find it anymore. Gonna take some of that frosty white eyeshadow again and popping it right underneath the winged eyeliner to accentuate it. And now we gonna contour! What was that? I'm using NARS's Casino and please don't judge me, okay? It's really hard doing voiceovers. Ayah. I'm using this brush from e.l.f. that produces very harsh contours and I love it for this reason. And now just going back with a softer, fluffier brush and without adding any more pigment, just blend it out. I'm also gonna use two neutral brown shades from the eyeshadow palette and using that to kind of contour my nose because Casino's a little too warm for that. Going back in with a smaller brush to kind of make the shadow a little darker at some places to make it more realistic, and then blending it out. Now using the white eyeliner, you could use a white eyeshadow, anything that you want to highlight with, and running it down the center of your nose and then blending it out. Now it's time for blush! I love this one, Benefit's Rockateur, and I'm holding it weirdly and I forgot to take out a brush and all that, but I love this rose sheen. I'm just putting a little bit on and tapping it very lightly with my stipple brush because I don't want it to be too noticeable. Now we're gonna go in with the baby stipple brush. It's so cute. And I'm gonna use the pearly white that we've been using to highlight our eyes and popping it right on the cheekbones. And sneaking just a little more on the tip of the nose and the nose bridge. Now I'm gonna go in with lips. I'm using Diva by MAC and just applying it like you would a lipstick. It's nothing new. And I'm going in with NYX's gloss in this bright crazy red color. And I hate gloss, but we have to do it for this one. We have to. Alright, we are done taking out the hair, and I'm gonna wear these devil horns that I bought from Daiso. They're $2. They're so cute, right? And there we go, that's the final look. Hell yeah. I hope at least someone out there got that Jenna Marbles reference. Oh my gosh, it would be so embarrassing if you guys didn't. But anyway, thanks for watching my video. Please click the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel right here if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys really soon.